Hello. You want to know how you could send out an email to up to 500 people telling them about what you're doing for free? Join me. Hello, welcome to Take a Step to a Better You, a channel I started to share what I know and continue to learn in the areas of business, earning money online, especially affiliate marketing. And also I record motivational messages. This will be for everyone to ask you to take a step to make your life better. If you are new, welcome. If you've been here before, thank you. Thank you for supporting this message. And I hope you subscribe. If you haven't, please consider subscribing today. And if you are new also, please consider subscribing if those topics are relevant to your life, especially even if you're not interested in business stuff, but at least the motivation. Let me take a moment to mention why subscribing. We keep mentioning subscribing and liking and making a comment. That's actually a vote, a yes vote, to tell YouTube that I want to see more of these kind of messages. I want you to show these videos more, because the more likes, the more subscribers, the more comments, YouTube spreads the message more to more people. So please subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment, any comment. It doesn't matter. Anything you say, and I'll respond to it. My name is Sharifa Nakalima. I'm a business owner in Virginia, USA, and I'm very passionate about these messages. Today, the message I have is sort of business related, but it actually can relate to other people too, because I'm talking about the importance of having an email list. And this message is relevant to people if you have a message, whatever message, it doesn't matter, and you want to communicate to more than, because you could share an email, you can forward to maybe 2-3 people, but if you have more people to communicate to the same message, it's better to have them on an email list. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the importance of having an email list, why you should have an email list, and also which company. In this message, I'm going to mention one company, although I deal with many other companies. But for this one, I'm going to talk about just one company, why you should use this company. So 2 points: why you need an email list, and where do you want to establish that email list. And like I mentioned, this message is important. Maybe you didn't think about it, but if you are maybe a leader somewhere, you have a business, you have a school, you want to communicate to students, you want to communicate to teachers, parents, maybe there is a church or a mosque or any other religious organizations, non-profits, a business, and especially if you are an affiliate marketer like me. Because affiliate marketers, they may think this is not relevant to them because they are promoting other people's products. For example, if all you do is promote Amazon products, you may think that just sending people to Amazon, they buy, you get a commission, you're doing great. Actually, you are not. You have to know these people that you're sending. You have to put an opt-in page somewhere. Maybe Amazon is not the best example, but other products, because I don't think people would opt in when they are going to Amazon to shop. But other products we promote, we teach. I teach my people. If you're watching me, it's important to have an email list. So, and the reason why you need that is because you can communicate with them more and more, not just one time. You spend a lot of money and time to tell these people what you do. They come and then they go. So you need to know who was interested last time. Maybe next time when you have something else to promote or to show them, you have their email address. And actually most people like to give you their email address, but you have to set it up. And that's what this message is about, to show you where you can go set up your own list. So why? I put some things over here already, because just to save time. But why you need an email list? Quickly, you need it for easy communication. It makes communication easy. Do you know that when you sit down and write just one message, you can send it, depending on how large your list is, to 2 million people. Just one message. You write it, you send. So having an email list is very important. Instead of, can you imagine how long it will take you to communicate to those people one by one? But you have the capability to send just one message. That's what I'm talking about. Then number 2, it's cheap. It's cheap. I remember I used to sell, I keep mentioning personal books, and if I had to remind my people, that's before I learned about the importance of an email list, I would get like postcards or some letters to discount coupons, like pay the post office. They give you a discount, but you have to pay for the stamps. Or if you don't put a real stamp, you have to have an agreement with the post office to deliver. Like many, you have to have like 10,000 to deliver. They give you a discount. It's a lot of money, and you have to put labels. You have to maybe write, or then we're learning how to use. They were teaching us to use your handwriting. Then they'll read it. I was paying people to write on envelopes. It's very, very expensive. But this, now you can communicate with maybe 2,000, 3,000 people and paying just, 2,500, like for just $29. Can you imagine that? So it's cheap. And number 3, why you need an email list to communicate by email is that email list is actually an asset. What I mean by an asset means is something that can keep paying you more and paying you more. You harvest from it. So let me give you an example. In fact, many people tell stories, especially people who have worked online. They lost their businesses, and the only way they were able to come back is because of their email list. Because they lost everything they had, and they went and came up with an idea and emailed their people on the list. And those people bought, and that's how they were able to come back and have some cash. They had lost all the money. So it's an asset. And you know there's a saying, I think they said 10,000. That's if you have 10,000 emails on your list, you'll never be hungry. There is that saying. If you work slowly and build your email list, assuming you have the right people, because there's people who throw out emails, they'll just give it to you, but it actually has no value. But if you have attracted the right people who are interested in what you do, and even if you had just 10% of these people opening your emails and participating in whatever you're offering, that's 1,000 people. They said that's enough to pay your bills. That's enough to keep you going. But more than 10% could be opening your emails. This is a real asset, and it's real business. So now that you understood we need it, by the way, this is just in terms of business. But like this time when I'm talking to you, we have the lockdowns. If you had an email like here, all the communication we're having, they are coming through emails. But those are emails that were created before. We always were giving out emails, like our children's schools, or like me, I'm a Muslim, we have our mosque. I was already on the email list, so that's how we get to know what's going on. They just send us an email to tell us what's going on in the community, because physically we cannot go. You see the importance of that? So that's why I'm teaching my people in the Facebook group, please go in your communities and teach them about the importance of having an email list. Whether they are schools or even businesses, some like businesses that have physical stores, they also need the email list, because they can send out an email to people to say, the products have arrived, or we cut a price, or something. Just one email, it goes. Okay? So, why? Today I'm talking about one company. We just established we need an email list. How are we going to set it up, and where? There are many email service providers, like email marketing companies. But today I'm talking about Aweber. Because recently, I have a Facebook group I keep mentioning. And my people were looking at like the program we are in, they have to pay for email service. So I've dealt with, for me, I have 3 companies. I use Aweber, I use GetResponse, and I also use CombatKit. But this Aweber, I've dealt with them, they're easier to communicate with because you could even call them. So I said, let me call them and see how can we help my people. Maybe they can give us a discount. What I got, wow. That's why I even chose to record this video today. They said they have now an offer, because before they used to have 1 month free trial, and then after that they'll start billing you. But now they told me that you can have a free account up to 500 emails. I said, what? That's so good. When you're starting out, you have to pay for this and that. You don't have the money, especially now. People don't have the money to pay for the email service. Even 1 month, you appreciate the 1 month. But they're giving you, now I'm discussing why Aweber. And these points, I put them up here, but I'm going to discuss them one by one. So let's focus on just one. Free. They're giving it free for up to 500 email subscribers. That is great. Unless you're advertising, but if you're going slowly, this takes a while, and assuming you're attracting the right people, don't waste that space. So 500, and what happens, they don't give you the time limit now. You can take all the time you want. You could fill it up quickly, but if you went slowly and make sure whoever goes on here is a valuable email, it takes you a while to get to 500. Now, what happens after 501 to 500, then you're going to pay 29 per month. Because before, they used to have from 0 to 500, you pay $19, but now they made that free. Now you pay 29 after the 500 one. And now from here onwards, it keeps going up a little bit, but by that time, you are now in business. You don't even care about the email expense, this service, because you are starting to make some money, you are starting to have some value in what you are seeing, some value in what you're doing. But the beginning is always tough. So that's good news. And after you get this free, this is what comes with it. I call this, all these are why we are choosing this company. Number 1 is free. Number 2, there's no credit card required. You know, whenever you are online, they say free trial, this is just $1. They always ask you for a credit card, a debit card. This time, no. Just your name and your email address, and you're good to go. Although you have to know that here, the email you use, you have to have your own domain. You cannot use Gmail accounts, Yahoo accounts. No. You have to have a domain name and your own email address. That's all they ask for. Number 3 is automation. Automation, I don't know if you're familiar with autoresponders. That's the ability to set up emails to go automatically. Like anyone in marketing, they know that once you set up a product, someone opts in, immediately an email has to go out to welcome them. And then you can say 2 days later, send them this one. So you can sit down and write all these emails and set them up to go automatically. You get this free. It's free also. And then the other one, migration. Migration means you can move the names you had somewhere else. Let's assume you already had, you are paying like maybe GetResponse and had 100 names. Right now, you can move them to Aweber for free, and that's migration. Then integration. All these are why you want to use Aweber. What you get with this free service. Integration means, for example, like when you are selling a product, like me, I'm an affiliate marketer. So any product I use, by the way, I use ClickFunnels, and in these ClickFunnels, that's where I set up everything. So when you're in ClickFunnels and you're setting up something you promote, you have to integrate it. That's what they mean by integration, to connect it so that these emails will be captured and go in the list. Because now you are working ClickFunnels, they are That's why you design the opt-in pages, landing pages. But then you connect with these email marketing companies, providers, so that when someone puts in their email, it comes and connects with this. So that's integration. You integrate the two services so that the email captured can come to the list that's in another company. That's what I mean. Then there's this one, customer support. They are great. I just like their customer support. You can just pick up a phone and call them. They even deal with international. They have a number for international customers and they answer them. So that's great. They do chat, they do by email. It's 24/7. They chat and email. I think the phone is limited because here I can only call them in USA. They are actually right here in my center time, Eastern time. They are in Pennsylvania state. So I'm in Virginia. We're not so far away. If you drove maybe 2 hours, you can get to them. So by 8 p.m. our local time, they are done with the phone service. But they still have, they deal with the time differences. International people can call them. There's a number. If you choose to sign up, you get their number for international. But me here, because I'm close, I call them locally and they have a toll-free number where you don't pay anything. Now, those are the 6 points. And here, while you are in here in the free, something I didn't mention that should have mentioned there, you have free landing pages, templates. So they have templates. You can go and pick which one you want. Like if you want to put an image or want to put a video and the color, the way they designed it, but you can always change everything. I've already designed some of these. So it's free landing pages. That's the landing pages where you ask for people's emails and people's names. It's part of this free plan, and they're unlimited. Also, if you send out newsletters, it's have landing pages, templates, and newsletters. Because when you have like newsletters, when you have like an organization, they send out to even a business, you send out a newsletter maybe every month. So they have templates. All you have to do is change it, delete some, what you don't need, and then customize it your own colors and everything. Maybe you add your logo. So they have templates that you pick from. Can you imagine? All for free. This takes you a while. I mean, you go for a while before you can get the 500, depending on what you do. Because if you make promotions, you could get 500 even in 2 days. But if you are going slowly but surely, and you're making sure that every person that goes on there is really a valuable email, it will take you a while. So I put here some, I call them bonus points. And because you can't read it, I'll put it back here again so you can see it. I call them bonus points. Bonus one is deliverability. Is that the right spelling? Deliverability. This one, they claim, because before I recorded this video, I talked to them. I called them and I said, I'm going to talk about you, so tell me. They said the biggest advantage, one of the advantages they have, deliverability. That they deliver 90 to 98%. You know, those emails, when you send them out, there are so many, and some of them bounce and like don't go the right place, and some of them end up in junk. I think you see spam, a spam folder, junk folder, although it's not really junk, but it ends up there. That's because they are failing to deliver, some companies. But for them, they said they deliver 90 to 98%, and according to them, that's high standard. That's their figure. They gave it to me. That would be great. That means when you send out your emails, the people will be able to see them. They will come as real mails. They're not hiding in junk and spam. That's good. Bonus number 2. This one, I don't know if it's good for you as a person sending the emails, but definitely it's good for the people on the receiving end, because they don't allow any kind of spamming people. They are so strict. You cannot spam people. The law says you cannot just pick out someone's email. Please listen to me, especially if you are in my group or if you are an affiliate marketer, be careful. You cannot take someone's email just because you know it and put it in this list. It's illegal. The person has to put in the email themselves. So this company is very strict on that. I remember when I started out with them, I've been with them for about maybe 2.5 years. I had some emails that I had collected. Now I don't remember exactly, but I had collected them officially, but I was trying to move them here because I had just signed them up and I had some emails already people had given me. They had to ask me exactly which page to show them where those emails had been collected before they allowed me to add them on. For some other companies I've used, they just put somewhere you have to check that really someone allowed you to use their email. If you are the one adding it, the best way is for the people to add their own email. Even if you know someone, maybe a family member, someone wants to buy from you or have your service, tell them to please send them a link. Let them put their own email. Because if they don't, what you are doing is actually illegal. You don't put people's emails without their permission. That's very, very important. So that's good for the whole industry, but it's mostly good for the customer because they don't want to be spammed. Just pick up their email and just put it in. So this company is known for that. And also, I remember there was a time when we were promoting a company that had legal trouble, and if you had that company mentioned anywhere in your emails or in your account, they would block your account. They will say until you remove all the words connected with that company, you could not use your account. So they are really, really strict, and it's a good thing. So I didn't mention how you're getting to the 500, how to get to this. I'm actually an advocate. I'm allowed to share this information. So I have a link below this video. Go, click, and go enjoy because it's free. It's free. All you have to go do. But I actually put a landing page from here, from my video below. You see there's a landing page. You're going to put your email. You see I have my name there to show that I'm the one recommending you to them. So through that page, put your email and you're going to go inside and set up your account. Remember, they're not going to ask you anything. They're not going to ask you for a credit card or anything. But I was asking them that since you are not asking these people to put their credit card, what about they set up their stuff and they haven't paid you, and then it goes to maybe 502 emails because now you are due to pay. How you may stop their campaigns, whatever they are doing. They say no. When it gets closer, like maybe to 550 names, they'll start sending you a reminder that you are supposed to upgrade your service. But let me give you a trick. When you have these people opting in, soon, when you start sending them email, some of them don't open. They don't open. Always look at the reports because the statistics are there. They will show you who is opening, who is clicking. Like every maybe 2-3 months, there's somewhere you can put that please remove all those people who haven't opened in the past 3 months. You just put it in. There's you will see because I've done it, and you remove some people. Remove those if they come in and they've never done anything. You are sending your emails. They are not opening them, or maybe they are opening. They are not clicking. Whatever the condition you're going to choose, remove them to make sure you, by the time you get to the 500, you really have a good list. That's just a tip from me because some people just leave those, like you have 10,000 people here, the 10,000 that I said, and maybe only 2,000 are really opening your emails. So why pay for a $10,000 list when people are not reading your emails? So you go through it and review and delete. Just delete because they're useless. And this for your business. They are maybe useful somewhere else, but they are not responding to you. That's why at the beginning, another tip, when you first start communicating with these people, make sure you set up an autoresponder automation. Those emails that come, you see those annoying emails that come, like you signed up for something and then another one comes and another one comes. They are trying to make sure those emails are trying to make sure you get familiar with the name. Because if they don't keep sending those emails, you forget about them. So the rule is, when they're training us, they say, send out a few emails so someone is really remembers that they gave you the email and they know what you are doing, but then stop. After a few times, stop. They know who you are. Then later, if there is a communication that's really important, send it and then they'll open your email. But if you send out one time, they opt in and you don't welcome them, you don't do anything, they may forget. So later when you come to send an email, they may not open it just because they forgot all about you. So keep them coming. You will have lesson tutorials about email marketing, and you will know how to communicate better, how to make sure you use the right headlines and all that stuff. But that's not the topic of this email, this video. Please share with anyone you know this video. Tell them it's free. Especially affiliate marketers, they struggle when they're starting out. They don't have the money to set up everything. So this will help them out at least. But remember, it will be $29 from 501 to 2,500. By the time you get there, you should be fine. I mean, financially, this email is a small expense, considering what you all have to pay when you're running our businesses or doing whatever we do. Please give it a thumbs up. I hope you're giving it a thumbs up. I just got good news. And please put a comment. When you put a comment, you are saying yes to my message. And when you subscribe, it's a stronger yes. And then we click on that bell. It means you want to see more of my videos, you want to be notified. I record now, I try to have a video out every Sunday. Sometimes I mix in during the week, but regularly, I think you're watching this on Sunday if you watched it when it came to you. So please support this channel. Thank you for watching it. Like I always end them, take very good care of yourself. Take very good care of your family. Take very good care of your health. Take a step to a better you. No, before I end, sorry. I didn't mention my Facebook group. Please, if any one of you watching me, you want to get on YouTube, inviting you, please. I think I'll put a link below, or if you don't see a link below, just find my Facebook link somewhere on this channel. Up on the channel, there's a Facebook group and there's a Facebook page for me. Come, I invite you, come. Let's take you to YouTube, even if you've never been on camera. Sorry, I forgot to mention that, but I'm mentioning it now. Like I always end them, I'll just say, bye-bye. Take a step to a better you.